Hello, and welcome back to Teacher Tips by Alessia's Academy. In today's teacher tip video, we'll be showing you how to format both a Google Doc and a Microsoft Word document in the specifications your teachers usually ask you for. So we're going to start with our Google Doc, but if you're looking for the Microsoft Word, there is a timestamp below in the description that you can use to jump ahead in the video. Okay. So when we are formatting a Google Doc, there's usually a few things that your teachers ask you for. They want things to be in Times New Roman font, size 12, flush to the left, double spaced, and they usually want you indenting your paragraphs. So this is what we're going to go through together today. Okay. So this is something you should usually format at the beginning of your document because it makes it easier. But rest assured, there is a way to adjust all of these settings, even if you've started writing the document already. So not to worry at all. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we will use this as an example of what to do if you have already written your work. Okay, so this will be our example. So basically the only difference you have to do is if you have words on the page, you highlight it. And now all of the formatting that we do is going to apply to all of these highlighted words. Okay. If you're doing it from scratch, then don't worry about the highlighting. That's one step that you can skip. So the first thing we'll do is change the font style. So you just click here. Arial is usually a default. And you want to click Times New Roman. If you don't have it in your recent fonts, then you usually just scroll down to the bottom and you can find it there as well. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is increase our font size right beside it to number 12. Now I will just mention I've had students before that increase the font size on their titles in their essays as well. Please don't do this. It does end up hurting your formatting because that's not proper formatting for APA, MLA, or Chicago style. So you want to make sure that you're still keeping even your font to size 12, okay? Now, it usually flushes left here. You'll see the left alignment is automatic on the computer. But when you're doing like a title, you would change it to center alignment for the title and then put the rest of the body of your work to a left alignment, okay? Now, how do we double space? The easiest way to do it is through this icon right beside the alignments. And it's line and paragraph spacing. So you're just going to click that and click double. Okay, and then that's it. It's double spaced for you. Now, if you don't remember what those icons are, you can always go into format, and it also gives you all of the same formatting here as well. So you'd go to your line spacing, your text, and all of that kind of thing. Okay, in case you don't forget the icon. So now that we have the document formatted, the next thing we're going to do is indent our paragraph. And what an indent is it really signals to your reader where the start of your paragraph is. So all you're going to do is click the very front here and then click the tab button on your computer. Okay. Now, when you are looking at this, when you finish your paragraph, ours is just going to be a sentence at the moment, and then I click enter, you'll notice that my next paragraph is already indented, right? So it automatically does that for you, and you just kind of keep going. So you'll notice it moves it in about an inch. So because you are indenting your paragraph, you do not need to add an additional space between your paragraphs. Again, this just helps you in your proper formatting for MLA, APA, and Chicago style. Okay, so now you know how to fully format your Google Doc. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and we will answer as soon as we can. And now we'll move on to the next group of how to format Microsoft Word document. All right, everyone. So at this point in the video, we're now going to show you how to do your formatting using a Microsoft Word document. Now, one thing I just want to mention quickly is when you are using Microsoft Word, you have to be so careful and always, always, always make sure that you are clicking this button up here to save your work. One of the things about Google Docs is that it automatically does those saves for you. But with Microsoft Word, if you aren't connected to OneDrive, then it doesn't do that. So just make sure you do that and you don't lose all that effort that you put into your assignments, okay? So In this video, what we're going to be showing you is how to do the formatting that your teachers typically ask of you whenever you're doing an assignment for school. So generally, they will ask you for Times New Roman, font size 12, double spaced, a line left to your page, and indenting your paragraphs. So we're going to go through step by step how to do all of that. Now, it's always good to start with these things at the very beginning and format before you start writing your work. But if you have already started writing your work, that's completely okay. So we will use this as an example of how to format it. Oh, sorry. If you have already started writing it. Okay, so we'll go through that together. So all you have to do is you're going to take your cursor and you're going to highlight all of the work that you've already written. So if you are starting your documents from scratch, then this is one step that you can skip. But if you already have words on the page, all you have to do is highlight it. Okay, and then all of this formatting will apply to everything that's highlighted. So the first thing we're going to do is go up here and change this to our Times New Roman font. Okay. Now, if you don't have it in your recently used fonts, all you have to do is keep scrolling down until you hit T, or you can even type it in here and you'll notice that it already starts bringing up the Times New Roman, and just click enter. Okay. Then here we're going to change it to font size 12. Now, I do just want to mention I've had many students in the past who have wanted to change the title of their essay sometimes to an increased font and things like that. I would ask, please don't do that, only because it does hurt your formatting, because it's not proper formatting for MLA, APA, or Chicago style. You still have to keep your title in that font size 12. So you can move the title to the center of your page, but don't play around with the font size, okay? So the next thing you'll notice here is that your document is usually aligned to the left automatically as the default, which is great. So you would just click the center button for when you're doing your title, and then the rest of your work should be left aligned. Okay. And then right beside that, you'll notice this little button here where it says line and paragraph spacing. And so all you have to do is click that button and click 2.0. And the 2.0 is what double spacing is. Okay. So you'll notice how that created extra space between our two lines here. So that's how you do most of the formatting. The last thing that I'll be showing you today is how to indent your paragraph. So when we indent a paragraph, all you do is you go to the very beginning here and you click tab on your computer. Okay. And all it's doing is it's signaling to your reader that you've started a new paragraph. So now that we have that tab there, when I click enter, you'll notice the next paragraph is already indented. Okay, so notice how it's already keeping with that alignment. So that's all you have to do for the very first line of each paragraph is just hit that tab button, and then it'll automatically do it for you. So since you've indented your paragraph, you don't need to create additional line spacing. So don't click enter twice or anything for your work, because this is the way that it needs to be formatted. And again, super important with Microsoft Word, always make sure that you're clicking that save button here. Okay. And that is it. So that is how to format your documents for school. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and we will answer them as quickly as we can.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you found it helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos that teach you how to learn for life and get through school while taking care of yourself. Until next time, see you soon.